Well, good evening. Good evening to my live chat. Wednesday night. I'm a little late getting on. Well, hi, Kathleen. And what have you been doing today, Kathleen? Same old here. Going out when it's cool and throwing in some more garden stuff and running back in and cooling off. Hey, Mark. Hello and welcome. Jordan Lawrence. Hello and welcome to you also. Oh, and Kathleen, you're going through your art supplies. Yeah, I know you like to do a lot of crafting. I know I had to paint. Well, I dabbed a little paint on a flower pot today because it was looking awful. Oh yeah, I loved them, and whatever camera that was, uh, Kathleen, I could not believe how clear they were. You know, I love those pictures of all those old tractors. Well, hello, Easy too, and I guess you're just dropping in to say hello, and I appreciate it. And good evening to you. God bless you. Well, hello there, Bobby. How are you today? Oh, your phone did that, Kathleen? That was great work. Yeah, I'm on late tonight. I got in another nap. I had two today. That means I've worked extra hard. Yeah, it's very nice to see you, Bobby. You probably knew that I was gonna nap. Went out and did some work out in the hot sun, and I knew better. So I just came in, chilled out. Before you know it, I was asleep. All right, easy two. Easy two tips and tricks. And that is fine with me if you want to drop in. No, I'm not eating night crawlers. Um, what did I have? Um, gosh, it's been so long. It's been over 2 hours, so I forgot. Well, hello, I seek out the truth, and welcome to you. Yeah, I think, the last thing I remember eating is ice cream, so then I fell asleep. And Tim, you're eating Italian ice. What is Italian ice, Tim? Yeah, sounds good. Yep, I don't have an idea what Italian ice is. Unless it's some kind of a ice slushy or something. Yeah, I kind of figured that. That and the heat from the day kind of all work together. Well, the ice cream putting me to sleep. That getting tired from working out in the hot sun. Yep, it all worked to do me in. Oh, yeah. Now, I'm not diabetic, but yeah, it did. I'm sure it had something to do with my blood sugar. Because even if you're not diabetic, you can have your blood sugar uh, changed from what you eat. Well, hi, Chef Dahlia. And what are you eating today, Chef Dahlia? No, I know that I seek out the truth. Yeah, well, your body doesn't. No one's body really does well on sugar because it's actually sugar is on the toxic side, um, unless it would be like fruit sugars. And even that can mess with you if you're a diabetic. No, uh, I'm leaving the worms out, Bobby, for just for this week. So I seek out the truth. You do the keto. I don't think the keto will work for Mark. I think his doctor has him on not eating very much meat at all. Is that true, Mark? Well, hello, haha. But I think Mark has other issues. Yeah, I know. I don't much listen to doctors either, but well, I seek out the truth. I will admit I don't know all that much about um, keto. I just know that when I watched a couple of keto people that follow the keto, and when they go to the store, they buy a lot of meats. It's about cutting out carbs and sugar. Yeah. Now, fasting could help most anyone um, regulate their body a little bit, in short periods. Well, hello, Purple Gang. Oh boy, Mountain Dew. Ooh, let me count the ways that stuff's evil. Try giving it to a kid. Watch how that kid acts in about 15 minutes. Well, that is true. I seek out the truth. Your body eventually will catch up with you if you don't treat it right. I've been eating a lot of salads, Mark. It seems to uh, right me out, make my body right after if I've misbehaved. I seek out the truth. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. They take their medicine and expect that to work miracles, and they still eat garbage. Yeah, that's how people do. Well, and you can get away with that in your youth. I seek out the truth, but eventually, it's like this: pay now or pay later. Well, hello, Linda. Welcome. What have you been up to, dear friend? Yep, I seek out the truth. A stroke or a heart attack or cancer, they will all make you look at your lifestyle. Yep. Yeah, I guess you'll be getting a little bit of bad weather for a while. I think it'll even out in a little bit over there where you're at, Linda. There you go, Tim. I'm all about that natural. Some of your doctors, your holistic doctors, naturopathic doctors, nutritionists. Yeah, they can all help you, but that's right. I seek out the truth. That's exactly what processed meats will do, especially processed meats, but all processed foods have the same effect. Wow, that's a lot of weight. You lost 135 pounds. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of us will not change our lifestyles until our health conditions force us to. I encourage even those that that resist changing their diet, I encourage them to at least incorporate a few healthy foods into their daily diet. Well, the walking helps. I know that. Um, I know my husband, I keep bringing him up as an example, but he's 72 and on no medication. But he's very active, number one. He does not eat processed meats. In fact, he eats very little processed foods and uh, healthy as a horse. Only thing is, he does have um, a slight sweet tooth. Uh, so, yes, Tim, that is the best way to lose ugly fat. You get a divorce. Yep. He's working on the tractor right now. And what he's found is he knows the coil is bad because he said something about tracing it back to where I think he checked it, and there's still a little bit of current or whatever it is that goes through it, and when it shouldn't be. So Purple Gang's got skinny people problems. Yeah, that will not make you popular. Purple Gang. It's all right. We love you anyway. We'll forgive you for being uh, for needing to gain weight. Yeah, he's going that way too. I seek out the truth. He's going with the condenser um, and the fuel and all of that because he bought a bunch of parts and he doesn't. He said he doesn't want to keep blowing the coil, so he's going to change everything. Yeah, yeah, he's checking that. I seek out the truth and other things. I think he's checking that whole whatever you call it, whole outfit. How do you like um, my knowledge on tractors? I don't have a clue. But Mr. B is fairly good at reasoning out, just like just like all the answers he got on that video I put up, and each one of them he considered and said, "Yeah, I thought of that, but then I didn't know about this." And anyway, he's working it out. You know, Mr. B scratches his head a lot and ends up doing great things. Yeah, he loves his tractor, and he does have several other like riding mower tractor deals, you know. But You just can't bush hog with it, and you can't run a plow with the smaller ones or disc. So, and he can't move the mountain, which is the most important for him because he's been at it 12 years. I think he's wanting to dig him out a little place where he can have either a larger garage or a separate, some kind of a, I don't know. I call it his man shed. Yeah, I remember you saying that you had a lot of family in Liberty. And there's my friend MT Coal Forge. Hello and welcome. And how are you, my friend? Boy, isn't that the truth, Tim's World? Fast food, yeah. David, hello and welcome. Eduardo Dista, hello and welcome. I seek out the truth. I absolutely love Mark Berg. I mean Eric Berg. And there's another, Dr. Bergman. I like him real well too. I forgot his first name. I'm sure Mark. Yeah, I'm sure you know of him. Do you know of Bergman? I forget his first name. I could probably look it up. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, MT, about your wife. Wasn't she having problems not too long ago? Well, he makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I know, Mark. I've watched so many. It's hard, and oh my gosh, Mark, you've been through an awful lot for 62. But when I was talking about hubby, he's more or less a vegetarian, and so he's not about to eat processed meats. Um, he will eat a little bit of meat in chili, or if if I try to make a BLT, he'll eat the lettuce, tomato, onion sandwich without. He calls it his BLT without the B. Oh, but he adds cheese. Beautiful day in Arizona. It was not bad here in Kentucky either. Yeah, Purple Gang is probably the baby of the group tonight. Urban Viking Explorers, hello and welcome. Right. David, I'm usually the senior in any room, any chat room. Ooh, Purple Gang's been getting a little hail. I love seafood, David. Yeah, seafood, eat it. Yep, that's what Purple Gang needs. But we have been, we're on organic foods. And yes, when we're not growing our own, of course, I freeze and can a lot and dehydrate, but our grocery bill is enormous. I'll just flat out tell you, for two people, enormous. But then again, um, I like to feed my dogs, and a lot of times I cook just for them. All right, Urban Viking, thanks for stopping in. Because I have found that when I use that Instapot and cook certain meats, and I don't eat a lot of meat, but when I do, the dogs and you portion it out, the cost of it is very low, and considering how many recalls there are out there for dog food, I feel safer if I cook it for them. I just have to be careful they're getting a balanced diet. So, Urban Viking, you are a ghost hunter. Great. That's good to know, Urban Viking, that you don't fake videos. Thank you, Linda. You mean I've been on a half hour already? Wow. But only 9 likes. All right, people, you need to help old Elegant out a little bit and hit that thumbs up. Ooh, David. I'm not overly impressed with dog food, with commercial dog food, I'll tell you that. And to get good dog food, you have to pay an arm and a leg. So I just soon feed them their rice, peas, carrots, and their meats that I cook. And who is that, Urban Viking? You like me? I sure hope so. You can probably tell I like people. I like to help people. And I like to teach them. But guess what? I like to learn from them too. Mark Bennett, would that be Instapot? I sure hope so. They're fantastic. You can a lot of the people that love fast foods, if you only knew, you can have frozen meat, throw it in an Instapot. You could be eating within the hour. I'll check out your Pure Harmony. Oh, Mark, make sure you get the Instapot with the. It's got the stainless steel insert. I don't trust those non-stick ones. Aw, I seek out the truth as a cat too. Yes, it is. It's just like a pressure cooker. But the Instapot's cool because you can also slow cook in it. Um, it's got so many settings. I can, actually, mine sits in the center of my table. A lot of people have nice centerpieces like floral and decorative. My Instapot sits there. And I can sit at the table, chop up my stuff, throw it in there, and call it a day, and we can eat. If you guys hear me or don't hear me for a minute, it's because I'm writing down stuff you guys say. Um, like I said, I've studied nutrition a long time. I follow, and I've cooked my whole life, but I learn from you guys. And so if I take notes from you guys, you know, so anyway, that's what I'm doing. If I'm silent for a minute, okay, got that done. Yep, I feel these chats are give and take. Give a little and information and take some too. Aw, he's the adventure dog. I've actually cut down on my rescue work for dogs. Um, well, of course, um, I never really seeked out doing rescue work. It always used to fall in my lap. So, and now that my health is not all that great, I I'm and I'm down to 4 dogs now. I have had as many as 11 at one time. Yeah, I'm really good at getting them fixed up and finding homes for them. But thankfully, I haven't had to do that lately. David, I signed up for Instagram the other day. Um, the chat was talking about it. I Seek Out the Truth was talking about it. So Mike, um, he encouraged me, and just Mike, he helps everyone out, when he can. Like I said, we all share. We share our information. Oh, and I Seek Out the Truth. Um, I just wanted to tell you, I'm sure you probably figured this out by now, but Mike and I are very good friends, but, you know, it's my job to keep him humble. It's my job to torment and aggravate him. And he does the same to me. He would think I didn't like him if I didn't insult him. And I like and admire the guy, but I never tell him that. It'd go to his head. Then he'd have to get him a bigger doorway. I know you have. I Seek Out the Truth. But it's all, okay. It's who can tell the tallest tale and who can slice each other up and not draw blood. That's how we roll. Uh-oh. See, I never consider that he's listening. I always figure um, he's either in here or not. I never fit. But you know what? I should probably remember that because I really do have a lot of people that watch my live streams after they've been closed out. Oh, you and he are the same way, yeah. Yeah, we never ever want to draw blood, even though we slice at each other. And at the end of the day, we shake hands and we're still friends. And I'm that way with a lot of my friends. He's probably that's right. I Seek Out the Truth. He's probably fixing a clock. Well, I really am glad that that he is. He's more or less rescuing these old up. I'm going to quit talking about anybody if they're not in the chat. Hello, Mike. How are you? And how is my sweet Mike? Is that right? Okay, Mike, you go ahead and eat. And I sent you your invite after you eat if you would like to come up. So, was I Seek Out the Truth correct? Are you working on a clock? Uh, yeah, well, when you know how, when you know people, you can just about figure. Well, I'm pretty sure. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you did something outside, just Mike, because, well, that's what you like to do. You like to be outside. So do I. So, what you having for dinner, Mike? Anything good? I Seek Out the Truth has almost got me to where I want to check into the keto. I checked into it before. Um, I just don't agree with the keto about limiting carbohydrates. 946, Mike. Wow. Oh, I know it's a done deal for you, buddy. I can't imagine 946 people liking you enough. I mean, I can't imagine why you aren't already much higher. I'm not eating any soap today. Well, I seek out the truth. You have your complex carbs, which it actually gives your body energy, and you have your simple carbohydrates. Um, and your complex carbs are of fruits and vegetables. And I feel the body needs those. And I know that on keto, some vegetables are allowed. And so I really probably haven't investigated it enough. It's just that the whole idea of keto when your husband is a vegetarian is not doable. Yo, Mikey's almost in the 1K family. Oh boy, I'm going to buy Mike a gift and send it to him. He's going to be so happy. He loves packages from me. Yes, carbs from fruits and vegetables are natural and they're your complex carbs. Exactly. Okay, you're getting the distinction then. Well, you do want a matching set, don't you, Mike? You do want a matching set of silverware? What if you should? I can imagine you having a guest, but should you have a guest, you would need two sets of silverware. I don't know who would come to your house, but I mean, you might have a guest someday. Okay, I Seek Out the Truth is probably something maybe I should check into a little bit deeper. Oh, I bet Mike's all excited now about getting his silverware. I Seek Out the Truth. Uh, Did you ever get to see the silverware that my husband handcrafted him? Was he ever excited? I can come for dinner. Why would I want to do that? Right? I'd be afraid of what you'd serve up for me. Well, when hubby makes another set for my, I'll show it on the air. Well, I'm sure if he did make dinner, I'm sure he'd go all out. I mean, he would spare no expense, no amount of work in the preparation, use his best china, silverware, and no, he never did say, did he? He's too busy trying to impress me um, with his cooking skills. No, I seek out the truth. He really did make my some silverware. Oh, Marie Callender. She's coming to visit Mike. See, he's even got ladies coming to his house. I can't go figure. Mrs. Swanson, Mrs. Callender. Wow. Yep, TV dinners. Well, my 5 rows of potatoes are doing great. We got those hoed today and planted more squash. And I'm preparing to put my watermelon patch in. It's kind of on the late side, but it is what it is. Mrs. Creech, hello and welcome. How are you, Mrs. Creech? And Mrs. Creech, are you able to come up to panel, or is it much too late for you? And what did you have for dinner? You have amazing meals. Oh, that's right. He does go in tomorrow. That's right. Eat a TV dinner, do it for science. Yeah, in the name of research. Chicken and beef chimichangas. So, Mrs. Creech, are you any closer to getting your pool um, ready for Memorial Day? Three jalapeno M&Ms. All right. I haven't been to the store to look for those, but um, Mrs. Creech, okay, I'm going to send you your email, and if that doesn't work, you can go get Peanut and come up on his. Okay, I sent it for you, and go eat your dinner, Mike. Enjoy. Yeah, I don't know which device you want to use, Mrs. Creech. Okay, I sent Peanuts. Hello, Tricia. How are you? I hope your day has been good. Mine has been great. Worked a lot. Yeah, Tricia, I put out a big garden and lots of flowers, and the whole month of May and half of June is like a frenzy. I still haven't gotten any videos of my big garden so far. I've just been putting out the flowers, but they're coming. Yeah, the flowers are very pretty. I've got them when you pull up the driveway, you see them. And I've got a few of them out on the back patio. And I'm in Kentucky, so I have sort of an early um, growing season. And of course, I have a few herbs, and I have a herb garden. And I went out and picked more strawberries today too, and they are awesome. And I've been picking arugula, onions, cilantro, and I have a great big bunch of red lettuce I can pick fairly soon. So, Mrs. Creech, did Peanut get his invite? I think.
Elegant. Elegant, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
So,
It's Mrs. Creech and Peanut here.
All right, Mrs. Creech and Peanut. Is Peanut actually there?
Yeah, he's laying right here. He's right here.
All right. Well, Mr. Peanut, it won't be long until you can come visit Grandma.
yep, I'm excited.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I can't wait for school to get over.
Yeah.
Sick of this place.
But he had to do a presentation at school today, and I heard he did really, really good.
Well, I'm very proud of him.
Yes, I am too. He had to write a paper, a poem, and him and his dad did it together. His dad helped him, and then he had to present it in front of the class to everybody. And I heard he did really good. He knocked it out of the park. Hello, Purple Gang. How are you today?
What's up, Purple? I haven't seen you in a while.
So, are you all prepared to take Dutchie in?
Yes and no.
Yeah,
Give him a
because
bath.
you know you're going to have to sit with him for days.
Yeah. I'm just worried because of how hyper he is and how he is. I'm afraid they might have to, they might get a little rough or try to manhandle him. And it just worries me. But in the back of my mind, I just keep telling myself that they're professionals. They do this all the time.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to tell the doctor your concerns.
Yeah. I just, you know, they go at him with those needles and stuff, and he's just going to flip out.
Yeah.
So I'm just a little concerned about that, but I think he'll do okay. I hope, you know. But I'm ready for him. Me and Mr. Creech just gave him a bath and we took him for a walk after dinner, and then we gave him a bath. Now he can't have nothing to eat or anything after 10. So I put him in his kennel.
Yeah.
So he should be good for the night.
Is he allowed to drink anything?
Yeah, he can have water, but that's it.
He can only drink water.
Yeah. So take the boys to school tomorrow, and then I'll come home and get him, and he's got to be there by 9.
Oh,
And
too
then,
bad you can't give him a pill of something to chill him out before he goes in.
no, I want the vet to give me some pills to keep him chilled or calm after I bring him home. But
Yes.
the one receptionist I talked to, she's like, well, we're not really concerned more of it with male dogs. And I'm like, yeah, you don't understand how he is. So I'll talk to the doctor about it.
Yeah, maybe if you insist, because a lot of my dogs get hyper and they want to chew at the incision.
Right. Well, what I'm worried about is we're gonna like block off the foyer, so he has a little bit more room and he's not just in his kennel.
Yeah,
He's crazy enough, he'll try to jump over it.
yeah, you will.
So I want to keep him a little bit calm for a couple of days anyways.
Who you talking about, a Purple Gang? That she was on and now gone. Did I miss something?
I don't know, I must have missed something too, depends on how long they were talking. I don't know who they're talking about.
I don't either.
I don't even, I'm not even looking at the chat. Cause I got on my phone doing the hangout thing.
All right, I seek out the truth. I will see you later, and thanks for coming in.
Bye. Have a good night. Seek out the truth.
Bye.
Yes. Have a good night.
Hi, Mark Bennett.
What's up, Mark?
I didn't see you on there at first.
Yeah, I got on late today.
Where's Petra?
I took a nap.
Elegant, where's Deidre? Was she on?
Oh, no, I haven't seen Deidre. I was wondering about her.
What about Soldier?
I haven't seen Soldier either. Yeah, well, Deidre, she might be either, I don't know, she might have been busy, but if she wasn't and saw the notification, I'm sure she'd be on.
Yeah,
And Soldier, I think he's been working on his channel.
on his channel.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm sure he got it because he's a few hours behind us.
Soldier is?
Yeah, he lives in Arizona, I think.
I thought he lived in Alabama.
Oh, Alabama, yeah. Sorry about that. What? Yeah, he's a few hours behind in time.
Believe it or not, Peanut's ready for bed. That's a shocker.
Wow.
What happened to your cheek? It's all black and blue.
That's the dog.
Yeah, it also depends on the hour that I get on.
Yeah, that's what Peanut just said.
Yeah, because different people, I get different people, different hours. And I honestly think that if I had it on all night long, I would still have people coming in.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't believe you're getting ready for bed, Peanut. You don't. I'm letting Peanut stay home tomorrow.
Hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't have to go to school tomorrow.
I mean, I'm just
So maybe he just wants to go to bed.
Yeah, he just said he's tired, but he said he'll hang with me for a little bit on here.
it's just my sleep is just catching up to me, that's all. I don't sleep very much, so it's catching up to me.
His class is well, all
The school.
the school tomorrow is the Cedar Point field trip.
Hmm.
and he's not going to Cedar Point, so I told him he could stay home.
Oh, okay. He doesn't want to go to Cedar Point.
No,
Nah, I didn't have anybody to go with.
yeah, he didn't have anybody that could go with him, and he didn't want to go by himself. So he
Yeah.
wanted to have somebody to hang out with there, because it's a all day thing. They leave at like 8 in the morning and don't get back till like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
It's 14 hours.
And yeah, his dad couldn't get off this year. His dad went with him last year, and I can't go because
You're too scared.
Cedar Point's a wasted trip for me. But I have Nat, I have little man, and I have Dutchy that I got to take care of tomorrow, so I can't go. So I said he could stay home.
Yeah.
It's just one day, not a big deal. I see people on here, but they're not being very active tonight.
Mm.
Oh, they were chatting earlier.
Yeah, did you see that I said I made homemade chicken and beef chimichangas tonight for
Yes,
dinner?
I did.
Uncle said you can post that on YouTube whenever you catch something. Show it off.
Now, I'm not hearing Peanut when he's talking. He's too far away.
Is this too far away?
No, that's okay.
I'm like right on the phone.
That's because he keeps covering his mouth with his blanket.
Oh, okay.
How's Mr. P? How's Mr. P doing? Mr. B.
Mr. B,
Yeah,
he is working himself to death.
of course.
Needs chillax. Paw, take a chill pill.
What was that?
He said to tell Paul to take a chill pill.
Oh, he can't. Y'all know how Mr. B is.
It's not in his nature.
Nope. He's always got to be doing something. He's been actually thinking about how to fix his tractor.
Yeah.
What is that beeping?
Probably a notification.
Oh,
Because we've had it on. We turned off the sound, so
We're on Peanuts, but I have my phone here too, so I can see what people type in.
yeah.
There ain't nobody typing.
Either that or your YouTube sensitive. I doubt that. Keeping track.
Peanut, it still sounds like mumbling.
it's probably not the YouTube people just probably aren't typing because it's keeping up with the
Time.
not the time the who's on chat.
It might be a bad connection with whatever you're speaking into, because I hear Mrs. Creech really well, and it sounds like mumbling from you.
Because he's laying on his back, and when he turns his head, his mouth is half into the pillow. You can't do that. She can't hear you.
Okay.
You got to talk clear.
Like I did when I presented.
Yes. What is the last thing you seen typed, Elegant?
Purple Gang.
Yes.
That go to sleep and
Yeah.
good. That's the last time I seen something too. So I'm right on with you.
Yeah. Some people listen, and sometimes they type, sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they're creepers.
It says we have, how many people does it say we have? Mine said
8.
okay. So that means maybe a couple of people are in the background.
Hi, Mike.
Up.
I love that guy. Mm.
Hello, Mrs. Creech and Peanut. How are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Right.
I'm not doing too bad. It's finally a beautiful warm day. It's 71 degrees and the sun is out. It's a little bit windy, but still nice and warm out.
Right, right.
Lucky it's dark here.
Oh, it's beautiful and sunny right now. I guess I could turn my camera on and show you, but I don't want to hurt your guys' feelings.
Right.
It was like that for us earlier.
Yeah, it was nice here in Michigan. It was 70 and sunny, but it didn't come till later this afternoon. It was kind of cool and rainy all day till like mid-afternoon. Then the sun came out.
Jeez.
Hello, Chef Dalian. Chef Dalian's making pork chops with shake and bake.
Hello, chef.
Well,
And I bet Chef Dalian is having for dessert chocolate pudding with whipped cream.
Mm.
that'd be nice to try.
With shaved chocolate on top of the whipped cream.
There you go. I can see that now.
Please stop now. I want chocolate pudding.
You're making Peanut hungry.
I mean,
Well, hello, Ice Rose. Welcome.
Hi, Ice Rose.
Hi.
Yes, nice seeing you pop into the channel. Actually, I could be wrong, but I think you're new.
Who, Ice Rose?
Yeah.
Well, she's a friend of mine, but she's a newer friend.
Okay.
Welcome, Ice Rose.
You got a lot of friends, Grandma. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
And everyone welcome Ice Rose.
Welcome, Ice Rose. How are you this evening?
Anybody got any questions?
No matter how fact I just had. Need some strawberry shortcake with blueberries on top of chocolate chip ice cream and whipped cream and hot chocolate that you drizzle on. Are you trying to make us jealous, chef?
Yes, he is.
Come on, Chef.
Ice Rose, we talk about food a lot in my channel. In other words, we all like to eat.
We're food lovers.
What's your favorite food, everybody?
Yeah.
Crickets, chocolate covered crickets.
Are you being serious, Mike?
No.
I didn't think so.
What did you say, Mike?
Chocolate covered crickets.
That's actually a thing. I don't doubt it.
Now you can keep the chocolate covered crickets.
I'll eat them.
You'll eat them?
They're a delicacy in Asia. Not called chocolate covered crickets, but crickets are a delicacy in Asia.
Let's
Chocolate
slide over.
is my favorite.
Yeah,
Chocolate
slide
is a
over
delicacy.
Peanut because the two of us are going to try them.
All right, like who's coming? Who's going where? Am I going to Washington or are you coming here?
How about if I mail them?
That sounds good.
Order them on Amazon and mail them here.
But I'm not eating it. That's all right. I pass.
I'll eat it.
But like we always say, do it for science.
Yep.
Well, Chef Dalian, it's okay. You know, sometimes the saying goes, life's short, have dessert first. It's all good.
Then why don't we have dessert first?
Well, because you're still young. But as
Right.
older people, we need to have dessert first in case we die. We don't have to make ourselves eat dinner.
Mike.
I've said that many times, Mike.
Oh, you're funny.
Eat the dessert first because you may not be around to, you know.
But I could be perfectly healthy and then drop dead tomorrow.
Then you better have dessert first.
That's right.
Would you let me have dessert first?
No,
Why are you bullying me?
because you bully me.
I don't believe you. I'm faking it.
You see how he gives me a hard time?
Yep.
It's just for
Well-
entertainment.
So should we be glad we can't hear him?
You can hear me.
Not with your head in your pillow.
See, Mike knows the head's in your pillow.
It.
See?
Okay, you guys hear me now?
Does it sound like mumbling to you too?
Even worse.
Thank you. I didn't want to say that.
Is this better?
Yes.
That's better, but I thought we had a spirit channel or something.
See what you got to look forward to, Elegant?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sure Elegant's going to straighten him right out.
Oh, yeah. If
And
that's
she's got-
you know what, Mike? It's your story. You tell it how you want it.
It's
That-
not
that-
anything like
that-
that. I'm a grandchild. It's always different with the grandchild.
yeah, but Mr. P, he's going to be there for help too.
Oh,
Back
yeah.
up.
Mr. P don't put up with anybody's
Shenanigans.
shenanigans.
Grandma, are you excited to play Fortnite?
Yep. I'm gonna learn Fortnite, Mike. You believe that?
Well, I wish you all the luck in the world, let me tell you.
We're gonna
Although-
get you a dub.
As I say, Peanut would probably teach you how to do that.
I'll carry you.
I'm gonna have it as part of my channel series.
Elegant gaming.
Elegant
I
Gaming.
I can't wait to see this.
It's got a ring to it, don't it?
Yeah, it does. That sounds great. We gotta get Paul to play Red Dead 2.
Yep. I'm sorry, but your paw can't sit still long enough to play it.
It's a Wild West. It's like watching a movie.
Well, he watches his westerns for, I think, maybe an hour every night. Sometimes. He can't even hardly sit down that long.
What's the difference between a Western and a spaghetti Western?
A western and a what?
A spaghetti Western.
What is a spaghetti western?
I don't know. I just heard people talk about it in Western
Never heard.
videos.
Never heard of it.
I need to look into this. Are you falling asleep?
Don't have a clue.
Mike, you still there?
No, I'm lurking.
Why do you like to work?
So that way I can find out about people before they find out about me, and it's going to be too late and they'll leave.
Stalker.
I've been known to peep through people's windows.
Costs you a lot of money when you do that too, don't it?
Only for the people that have cameras all over the place.
But it's a good thing because some random dude's just sneaking on the property.
Yeah, well, it worked out quite nicely for me.
That is very true.
I'm getting these great big huge packages of money delivered to me weekly.
Well, share the wealth.
Can we get a small one of $1 million?
No, it's
No.
my camera. It was my camera, so it's my money.
Yeah,
Besides- Go ahead, Mike.
she's investing her money, my money, well.
Yes.
Mike, I'm sure I'll get some.
No, I'm investing it in high-end purses,
And
Like
purses?
designer purses.
So like Louis and Gucci?
Yeah, I'm looking at one now for 10 grand.
I highly doubt you know what Louis and Gucci are.
You
All
have-
I gotta say, Peanut, is I can just see you carrying one of those fancy purses.
Yeah, I'll just walk around with my Gucci sweats and my Louis backpack and my Gucci slides. I can't forget.
Well, I want a Michael Kors purse.
Those are stupid. Gotta get that.
Okay, Elegant. So when you get all that good high end money and you start doing all that, make sure you get your favorite daughter-in-law Michael Kors handbag.
I'll look into it, but I can't make any promises because you know, these investments,
Can I get some Gucci sweats and slides?
they'll end up making me money.
Right.
You know, if Mike has got a good crop of money coming in, Because he did grow those money bushes. He might send me extra.
Come on, Mike, send her some extra. Mm,
Well, it's still spring. They're just coming on slow right now.
ugh. Give him some extra water and food.
Yeah,
Plants don't need food. They
Yes,
get,
we do.
they get
Yeah.
their own food from the
Mike
sun.
planted, he had a wheelbarrow full of $10 bills, and he went out in his backyard and planted them. Now they're growing, and while he was on vacation, they fertilized it, and now they're growing $100 bills.
Sweet.
Oh, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant $100 bills, and then they're gonna grow $1,000 bills. Get wrecked, Mike.
There you go, Peanut.
I think they'd
So
be
you
counterfeit now. I don't think they make $1,000 bills.
They still do, in secrecy.
Oh, in secrecy. Okay.
The Illuminati.
Are they coming from Japan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't everything come from Japan and China nowadays?
It's starting to slow down.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is slowing down. Might become a thing of the past.
Elegant, do you feed your plants plant food?
Me?
No, Elegant.
Oh,
Do you feed your plant food?
Yes, I do.
See, Peanut, I told you.
All you need is sunlight and water. I've learned this in science class. All you need is water.
yeah.
Yeah,
We
Go ahead.
have a special mix. We don't just use plant fertilizer on those trees.
What do you use?
Well, that has to be a secret because otherwise, everyone will be starting to plant these, and
Nobody
Then-
else jobs.
yeah, the next thing I know, Elegant will be getting more money than
She'll know
I
what to
can
do.
imagine. Yeah. Then she'd have to spend it on you.
Sweet.
Sweet, more money for us. We could use it to pay the house.
Well, that's what I say. So I'm just going to keep my secret here.
I think it's cow manure.
No, it's not plant fertilizer because if it's plant fertilizer, it might grow fruit instead of the money.
Well, I shovel feed a cow, $100 bills, and it craps $100 bills.
Well, that doesn't sound like a win-win situation because he's just chewing up your $100 bills and pooping them back out. You need to make those $1,000 bills come out.
You're gonna have to devise a better formula, Peanut.
Oh, I'm sorry. I feed him $1 bills, and he poops out $100 bills.
Now that might work.
But this sounds like a story because you just changed it.
Yours sounds like a story. Like money doesn't grow on trees.
No,
Well, you have a lot to learn.
the poor cow.
Poor cow. I'm sorry. I don't hurt animals like that. I love animals. I don't want to kill an animal. I don't like that. Sleep.
So you have your own specific formula, right, Mike?
That's right.
And you're not going to share?
No, well, as I said, I'm going to bring it to my grave, but I will admit I had to let my brother know what to do because I am sharing a little bit with him.
Ah, is he investing wisely also?
No, he wants to reside his house. He says, I don't want a whole bunch. I just want a little.
wasting. That's wasting money. See, I'm investing in those purses. That's a great investment.
What are you gonna do? Give us the purses so I can go around and sell them?
No, so you can go to California in that one area.
I'm not gonna walk around in public with a purse.
They do there.
You
I'm
might
not doing it.
be able to pack your GI Joes or something in there.
There's already a guy that walks around the school with a purse. I'm not becoming another one.
So are you jealous?
No, I'm not jealous.
Okay, just
Sweet.
checking. I wouldn't mind either way. I'm just checking. Oh, by the way, Elegant, that's the difference between men and women. Such as you're spending wisely for an investment.
Yes.
Men, as far as women are concerned, we just blow our money. So that's what my brother's doing, is blowing his money on the house.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's another thing. It's not a purse. It's a merce.
Yeah. Well, hubby blows money too, on repairs and stuff.
Why doesn't he just buy a new tractor?
See,
Why?
that would be blowing even more money.
Well, why would you rather? Would you rather spend $100 a week, or spend $1,000 a week one time, or would you rather spend $100 a week for like a month?
See how the male thinks.
Yeah, well, I can help you, Elegant, on answering this for Peanut. Now, you see, Peanut, if they were to buy a brand new tractor, Elegant's afraid that their house will be no more because that mountain's going to come down a lot faster.
That's right. It would.
Be careful.
Yes.
And men, when they start getting excited, next thing you know, here it all comes.
Yeah. The whole mountain will be gone
Yeah.
Why does Paul want to move the mountain?
to make room for his man cave.
How long has he been digging that?
Hey, to go inside Mr. B's head is a scary place to be.
Oh, I know it's a scary place to be.
Trust me, Peanut, you're getting older, and eventually that's going to be the same with you.
I already have a scary head. You don't want to come in here.
Yeah, but it's a little bit different when you get older.
Oh, it's probably about just as scary as Pa's head.
Yeah, but every time I peeked in your head, it was fourth night.
Fourth night. It's not fourth night. It's Fort Night.
That shows you how much I know about that game.
Do you even know how many days are in a fortnight?
Yeah, 48.
No. 15. Military thing.
I see.
Why aren't you talking? Poor cow. Does anybody like beef jerky?
What was that?
Does anybody like beef jerky?
Sure.
Regular or spicy?
It depends on the mood, but normally spicy.
Yay.
Hey, Peanut, when you come down, we can make beef jerky in the dehydrator.
Cool, I love that beef jerky last time we made it.
You say you like the spicy?
Yeah, I like spicy. We just need seasoning. Right? That's all we do. We just make the beef jerky and season it, right?
Well, we can sure do it when you come in.
Or do we just put chilies in the recipe?
No, I have a special spice blend we can use.
Is it spicy or not spicy?
Whatever how you want to make it, Peanut.
Oh, so you're using Slap Your Mama.
What do you mean?
That's the name of a spice.
I have different spices.
How about Carolina Reaper sauce?
No, there'll be none of that.
Why not?
I don't see you eating that.
I'll eat it.
No, you won't.
I ate a ghost pepper burrito without even, shedding a sweat.
I don't want to have to buy a new toilet.
Okay, fine. I'll probably destroy the toilet by the end the time I'm there. I have that.
Yeah, I don't want you taking off like a jet engine.
Oh yeah, what's gonna happen is if I don't hold on to the toilet, I'm gonna just shoot up out of the roof and go into space.
I think they're going to put a toilet outside just for you from the action and from the smell.
Yeah, that's if you insist I'm that Carolina Reaper.
Am I gonna have to wipe my butt with corn husks?
Corn cobs.
Corn cobs. Oh,
We have
Lord.
a collection of them for just such reasons.
Can I just use corn husk?
That's going to be awful dry, but if that's what you want to do,
Corn cob would be a waste of food.
well, you're supposed to eat it first. You're not supposed to add flavor first and then eat it.
Yeah, let's just get some brown seasoning on there.
And we'll have to make some mild for the puppies. They like jerky too. Purple Gang uses the handicap toilet so he can hold on to the rails.
I just like to use the handicap toilet because it's a lot bigger.
Well, it's only obvious Purple Gang's speaking the truth. Otherwise, how would he pop that up so soon?
He tries to be prepared at all times, I can tell.
It was a big creature right now.
I bet you he carries caution tape in his pocket too. So when he's done, he tapes it to the door.
Yeah, I bet he does. He sounds like he's very prepared.
I
I shall be right back.
Alrighty.
I just get a note that says out of order, and they'll know why when they open the door.
Well, all they have to do is feel the door would probably be hot.
They'll probably smell it too.
Stop, Mason. Peanut. That falls asleep.
You did.
Was I ignoring?
You were not ignoring.
I fell asleep on you guys.
That's okay. We were just talking about smells.
Oh, good. I'm glad I missed that part.
Oh yeah.
Trust me, I know. A husband and two boys, they can smell. They got some smells.
Actually, 4 boys
Well, 4 boys, yeah, if you count Dutchie.
and Dad.
I was counting him. I said a husband and 3 boys. 2 boys. Oh.
Dutch doesn't even clean himself when he goes to the bathroom.
That's very true. Don't light a match around this outhouse.
It'll start a fire.
I think it'll be worse than that. It'll probably take off like a rocket, which might be a good thing.
Space will have to deal with it. They'll be like, oh my gosh, what is that smell? Houston, we have a problem. What is that smell?
Yeah, toxic and cautious.
Don't shoot it. Let it keep going.
Yeah.
You need a gas mask to enter this area.
Hazmat.
Just imagine after it shoots up in the rocket, the air turns yellow.
Well, it's probably better than green.
What about red? Or brown?
So, Elegant, I missed the first part. Did you get anything done outside, or you got it all done?
Well, getting a lot done. We got the potatoes hoed and planted some more of those vegetable spaghetti squash, more squash. The beans are coming up.
Sweet.
I still have to do a whole slew of tomatoes and peppers. And got lots and lots of more flowers.
That's nice. We can plant flowers.
Yep. Everything should be in by the time you get here, Peanut.
Oh.
So is anybody doing anything special for the Memorial Day?
No, just staying at home.
How about you, Mike?
I don't know if well, obviously we got to go to breakfast on that day, but tomorrow we're taking flowers up to my mom and my brother's grave, so that's about all we're going to do there.
Do you guys get together for a barbecue?
No, usually the 4th of July is when our big get together is.
Yeah.
Wait, Mike, what happened to your brother?
He was 23, I think it was, and he got sick. He had mono,
Oh,
and
no.
mono makes your organs swell.
Yeah.
And when he was going to the bathroom, he fainted and fell off the toilet and ruptured his spleen, so he bled out inside.
I thought you could survive without a spleen.
But they have to seal it off, and it just broke open, and they didn't know it till it's too late.
Then how come people say I think I just broke my spleen?
People have their spleens taken out because you don't need them, but they make sure everything's sealed off so you don't bleed to death inside. Anytime you have a operation, they make sure you don't have bleeders.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, what are you talking about?
What happened to my brother?
Mike, there was no pre-warning besides the mono.
I don't know that they really even knew he had the mono at the time. All I know is he, according to his wife, he is really sick, and evidently must have had the squirts, is my understanding, and that's why he went to the bathroom. And why he passed out, whether it was because of being so sick, I don't know.
That's one of those really, really bizarre things, isn't it?
That's right, because most people don't die because they have mono.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Just something else going on with that.
The sad part was that his wife was 3 months pregnant when he died.
That is sad.
That was very sad.
Yeah, Purple Gang, that's what I've heard. The way Mike explained it.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood in there, and just an open womb, technically speaking, when that bursts.
Is that like what happens when your appendix bursts?
No, that's more of, I think, your food area. I could be wrong, but I think that's what that is.
It's still very dangerous.
Yeah.
Yes,
If your appendix bursts, it can kill you.
right.
Big
Could
enough to survive?
Puts that poison all through your body.
Yeah, because it's poison.
Didn't
Yeah.
your grandpa survive that? Like, no. Oh, please.
Hey, Fox,
Hi, Fox.
Hi.
welcome.
Night, everybody.
Good night, Peanut. I guess you're going to bed.
Yeah, but my mom's still gonna talk.
Alrighty.
Good night, Peanut.
Night.
Sleep tight.
Alright.
Hello,
Yep.
Fox. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, Fox.
Hey, Fox. What are you referencing? Did that work for you? Because if it's longer than 5 minutes ago, I've forgotten. Oh, yeah. I think a lot more people do get appendicitis than they have spleen problems. Is that correct, Mike?
I think so.
That's why I thought that in your brother's case, it was pretty rare. And to be 23,
That's right. That I don't even remember how old I was for sure back then, but I think I was probably 17 or 18, somewhere in there. 17, I think. And of course, being a teenager, that already throws you for a loop.
well, hello, Cherry Weight Loss.
I,
Welcome.
mi- I missed it, Mike. What did your brother pass away from?
He had mono, and he went to the bathroom, and he fainted from sitting on the toilet. And when he fell forward, it ruptured his spleen, and he bled out.
Oh, wow.
And his wife was 3 months pregnant.
Oh, man. Hi, Carrie.
Yes, how are you, Cherry Weight Loss?
So she's live now, checking in on us.
She's putting us all to shame. She's working out on her exercise bike. Look at there. You go, girl. Oh, Fox, yes. Yes, I did do that. I have been turning all of my phones and my computers off. And it does seem to, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I've been doing that, and a lot of good things happen. I was just lax in doing that. But I've also been cleaning up my channel. I found a way to do it on my phone, Mike.
Sweet. I think the phone's probably the hardest thing to do. So,
Well, what I've been doing is where you pick on the you tap on YouTube under subscriptions,
right,
not notifications, but the subscriptions. And at the top, now they've got that thing of all your people you're subscribed to.
right.
And if you push on that, a whole list of your subscriptions come up. If you go down to the very bottom, that's where you find all of your dead subscriptions.
Well, I kind of went through mine real quick because gosh, I forgot his name. He changed his name because he lost his channel. So I went to go get rid of his other channel, and it's kind of marked in a different way. And so I went through, and I think I found 3 others that either got rid of their channel or lost their channel. I went ahead and got rid of also, because if you clicked on them, it would come up showing that there's nothing there no more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I found a bunch of them like that at the very end. But Fox, I used to do it on my computer, and I didn't know you could do it on your phone. I've only been YouTubing for about 7 months. Uploading anyway. And everything comes hard for me. But I was really pleased. And you can click that button where it says A to Z, most relevant, and all that, and you get them in different order.
And that would be sweet. Actually, I'd love it if it was in order of the time I got them even. But I'd go for alphabetical order also. But it's just mixed up all over the place on mine.
Yeah, well, try that.
Well, I don't do it by the phone, so I can't try that. But I've tried everything to see if I could change it to the way it'd be easier for me, and I haven't found anything.
Well, now the phone is easier than the computer. Because you just scroll down to the bottom, and that's where your dead ones are. People that's lost their channels or deleted them, or people with 1 subscriber. I still want to know, though, why YouTube takes away so many of my subscriptions or subscribers, the ones that subscribe to me.
Right.
How come they don't take those kind of people?
Well, I will admit it's a good question to ask, but there's no way to ask it to and get a proper answer.
Yeah, because it's all a gray area, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, we're just not going to know a lot of those things. They just don't want to commit themselves that way. Whenever they take a channel down, they can make up an excuse as they go.
Hey,
Well-
like, did you see Fox, the smartest dog in the West, asked Mike, "Who are you?"
Oh yeah, that's why I went ahead and typed in the side chat, told them hello. So I'm guessing that was good enough. I'm not positive.
Fox, that is just Mike. He typed into the chat. He is up on panel, along with Peanut, who is my grandson
That went to bed.
that went to bed. And now, Mrs. Creature, you still on?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you know what happened? When Peanut left, I thought it was him, but now your voice is not coming in good.
It's not?
It sounds a little muffled. I mean, you're still loud enough. But it's a little muffled sounding.
I wonder why.
But take your head out of Peanut's pillow and then try it.
My head's not in the pillow. My head's not in the pillow. I'm right here next to the mic.
Your voice is always coming good, but it's not tonight.
Yeah, ever since Peanut left, it sounds like there's a heavy cloth barrier or something between you and the mic.
Huh.
I mean, I can hear you, but it just sounds a little bit muffled or whatever.
All right, Chef Dalian, let me give you a little hint. If you're on your phone and you push subscriptions, you got your list. You push, you see the subscriptions at the top, and you push all, most relevant. Say you push most relevant. Go down to the bottom. A lot of times, you'll see someone's name, and you'll go to the right, and you'll see that they don't have a dot. That means they have not uploaded anything lately. That don't necessarily mean that it's a dead or a bad subscription. So you tap their name, and then you look at their uploads, their subscriptions, how many they have, and you analyze whether you should keep it or not.
That's interesting because I was going to say, I'm kind of doing the same thing what you're saying right now, but I'm using the computer, and I was going to say, I probably have at least 100 people that haven't uploaded anything, even though I recognize some of these names that are on here.
Right. Yeah. So some of them can still be supporters of yours and not upload. So you don't want to get rid of any of those. So you have to analyze each one.
But I kind of question that. For example, I don't remember if Abstract Possibility comes in here. I think she does.
Yes, she does.
But she doesn't have anything by her name. And I know she uploads. She didn't upload every week. So I wonder if it's after a week or after 2 weeks it goes away.
Yeah, see, I don't know. So, of course, say you know her, but if you did not recognize her right off,
Right.
you might want to click on her name, pull her channel up, and analyze it.
There you go. Yeah, I didn't. I was kind of wondering why aren't there any dots by these names, and you answered that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Purple Gang. They delete their channel, and you have lost your subscription if you don't go in there and take it back. I've had that done. And I go, oh my gosh, there's one I can get back easy. Because it still shows I'm subscribed to that person.
Mm-hmm.
Even after they're deleted, they don't go ahead and give it back to you, which they should do.
That's right.
Right. Rosanna does not download, but she's a very good friend of mine, so I would never take hers back. However, Rosanna has another channel called Rosanna Flores, Flores, and I think she's got uploads of her dogs. So that's the one she wants the subscriptions to. Every now and then she'll come into my channel and ask, us to check that channel out.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure if she would be, hurt if you took the Rosanna one away or not. A lot of people wear even though they don't upload, they wear them as badges for popularity. I've seen people with 700 subscriptions that don't upload anything.
And that really got me. I didn't understand that either. I was thinking they must have erased all their videos and starting fresh, but they have all these people. So
Hmm.
unless they did nothing but lives and just needed to clean house and start over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching Pusha Studios today, and they were talking about what's your channel about or whatever. For example, and that might be why rumor had it that YouTube was going to start getting rid of lives or something. But like they were saying, well, take you for example. You have lives, and what are your lives about? Are they about your channel or anything else? And so it gets confusing that you're doing lives now, and then you decide, okay, I want to start doing videos, even though you're doing both. I'm not picking on you, but
Yeah.
it confuses the people sometimes, and you're better off staying with one thing and create the good videos. But then again, in my case, with you, I enjoy coming to these lives and I enjoy you, so that's why I'm happy with the whole ball of wax, I guess we'll say.
You
And
see, that's the thing, Mike. Uh, the reason I didn't have my hours already is because I hung out in other people's chat rooms.
mhm,
Well, there again, I'm not putting down other people's chat rooms because I truly enjoy it.
right,
And when I started YouTube, I'll admit it was just for my own personal enjoyment. And
right,
then I had different people asking me questions, of which I did have a little knowledge on. And I says, all right, I'll do this, I'll do that. And then I decided with my channel, it will be everything I do on the homestead. And a lot of channels do that, from
right,
cooking to gardening. Of course, I haven't done any essential oils lately, but I used to. Some of my earlier ones, I do have essential oils. But there's a couple of things that I have been specifically asked for that I have to eventually make a video on. So I live stream because I enjoy it. My uploads, I try to give a part of me to others,
right.
like you do with your clocks.
I stopped them.
What's that?
I stopped my clocks
Did
tonight.
you really? Because you don't want to be told you're cuckoo.
Yes, because I think it was hitting me too many times. So anyway, I'm curious, and I know I shouldn't say this in public, but do I get to skip a payment after saying all that good stuff about your channel?
No,
Did I say it right?
No, I knew what you was up to, and no dice.
I read everything you told me to say.
No dice.
Dang it.
And I know you was paying. I seek out the truth.
Well, I did say something about I had to send them a package.
Yeah. Well, Purple Gang, you want to know why I like your channel? It's not only outdoor cooking, but it's all the lovely things you do with your kids. That is very appealing to me.
Hell, again, I'm going to call it. Mason's tired. He wants to go to sleep, and tomorrow's going to be a busy day, so I think I'm going to go to bed myself.
Well, I sure thank you for coming in.
Well, no problem.
Yes,
Thanks
it's
for having me.
wonderful hearing you and Peanut, and I wish you guys a very good night.
All right, and the same to you, Mike. You all have a good night.
All right, thank you.
Good night. Sleep well, sweetheart.
All right, thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You're talking about friends. That girl's got them. friends, family, everybody likes her.
What I like about Purple's channel is when he cooks, I think he said it was just around the corner from the Dollar Tree or whatever, but he's got that beautiful water he cooks at, and he's got the right rocks in the right place, evidently. I think that just makes the whole channel right there.
Yep. And when you got dogs and kids in your channel and they act up a little bit, it just makes you laugh more.
Yeah.
Makes you like the video better.
Well, welcome back, and thank you, Fox, for checking out that camel milk chocolate.
Yes, Fox. Does it really have a different taste, Mike?
Texture. It's very, very smooth, very nice to eat. It's now I don't know how warm it was where he had it sitting or anything. It wasn't gonna melt instantly in your hand, but it was very, I want to say, soft. If it was a little bit more chilled, you could have probably snapped it like let's call it one of them flatter Hershey bars, but it wasn't as hard or gritty as a Hershey bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was very creamy, very nice. And the white chocolate that we had from the camel's milk or whatever, to me, that tastes pretty close to the same as the white chocolate Easter bunnies or whatever we have here in the U.S., of the Hershey's or whatever.
Purple, are you sure you want Mike to answer that?
I'll put it the easy way. They do have a video on it. I don't have a video, but they do have a video on it. Or maybe it was a TV show I watched. And usually you almost have to trick the camel, but then again you don't, because they're used to being milked. But like I seek out the truth, because he asked the same thing. You milk them standing up.
Okay. Yeah. So, you were talking about what channel branding? That somehow they want us to actually say what our channel's about.
Well, that's two subjects. Branding is that little. I'm not sure if you have that on yours or not. And it's a picture you put in the corner, whether you put your picture or if you put the subscribe picture, whatever. That's actually branding. But to tell about your channel in the about section, yeah, they want you, which I haven't changed mine yet, but I thought more about it, and they need those key words, and that's I'd never said in there. I do work on cuckoo clocks. I fix things, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I just kind of put, after I was told I didn't have one by I Seek Out the Truth, I wrote up this little quick story that I thought sounded very nice, and now I see he doesn't have anything in his.
That, if I were you, I'd point that out.
I probably should. I've been trying to be good, but I'm not afraid to.
Okay, Chef Stallion, I can answer your question. For years and years, I've washed my meat. Now, I have read many articles that you could be spreading more bacteria by washing your meat. And if you cook it, any bacteria is going to be killed anyway. And I know lots of people say, no, I still got to. I got to wash it. But they're saying, especially with chicken, that you could be spreading bacteria everywhere by washing it. And
that's right, because you get water drops that kind of spread all over from just splashing. Right.
So now I just dump mine in the pan or my Instapot. So, People can go ooh or whatever, or not eat my chicken. I don't care, but I don't wash it. Now the beef, if it's extra juicy, you might say,
Right.
I might.
That's what my wife used to do. Is if it was extra juicy, she would rinse it, which it didn't hurt anything. And beef is easier to wash per se because it's smaller. It's not like you got a half a cow leg there or something,
Right.
compared to a chicken or a turkey that they say don't wash it, just take it and get it in the pan and start doing your thing.
That's what I do now.
Yep.
That's what Fox does too. Oh, they don't even need it cooked.
Which, the chicken or the beef?
Good morning, budgies.
Yeah, it's nice seeing you pop in.
And how are you, budgie?
Even on the wild meat, well, it depends on what it is, but you definitely want to cook that longer. You don't want medium rare, just because of the wild. God knows what's in it. Extra protein.
Yeah. So, how about you, Mike? You don't always wash yours, or you don't at all?
I don't at all. When it comes to the beef, I know what it is, and some people may think it's gross, but you know how a roast, if you're frying it, the sear it or whatever, how they'll ooze the liquid out.
Yeah.
I actually like that cooked, and then I eat that because I make sure it's kind of crisp. I think it's delicious.
Yeah.
It sounds gross to think what it is, but it's actually delicious.
Yeah. Do you agree that cooking kills the bacteria anyway?
I agree with that totally. Yes.
And you know what? You don't wash your hamburger when you make hamburgers. So what's the difference?
That's exactly right.
So Anthony Redneck, hello and welcome.
And you can't kill every bacteria anyway. I mean that's the same with let's just take the Keurig for example. They say that the water is hot enough to kill everything. Well, there's certain bacteria that can live through that.
Yeah,
So
I do believe in cleaning out that Keurig.
right, but that's why I say no matter what you do, there's going to be bacteria somewhere. You just try to get the harmful ones.
Right. Like Anthony said, some of them you need. Oh, Fox the dog. He just swallows it. That way he can get to the next piece. That's right. So do my dogs. They don't care if it's cooked or not. But I do cook it. I cook for my dogs.
Well, for dogs, they're more apt to. They were meant to eat raw.
Right.
So to me, that wouldn't bother me one bit.
Yep, mine come. You would not believe what kind of carcasses my dogs drag up to me and give them as gifts to me.
Right. That's why I say when I was at the farm, sometimes Puppy wanted to lay out in the pavement because the sun was on it and he's sunbathing. So I'd go back in the house, I'd get on a live or whatever. But I'd have to go back out and check him because he might realize that I went back in the house and he decides he wants to go get a bone from the field. Oh my Lord, that stuff stinks.
Mhm.
But their bodies can handle that bacteria and everything too. Just that we can't handle the smell if it gets on their fur. When it comes to feeding dogs too, I don't like a dog that'll grab it out of your hand when you're trying to hand feed them. And of course, you got to watch which dog you got. But our dog we treat as a kid anyway. And so I'll hold on to it and make him bite little pieces. And so now he's really good. He's gentle. He doesn't take your fingers off or anything else. And he actually chews it instead of has it hit his butt and bounce back to his stomach.
Yeah, we teach ours. We teach the command easy. And yes, they very gently take it out of your hands.
Right.
You can teach them that.
Yes. Hello, Nick.
Hello.
Hey, Nick, what's up?
Nothing, just a bit tired.
Yeah. You been working hard, or is it just...
No, I've just been doing a hangout on my channel.
What about your channel?
I've just been doing a hangout.
Oh, you've been doing hangouts. Well, wonder why I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them in notifications.
I done one yesterday as well, one today.
I will
think-
check that bell, Nick.
Yeah, I've been getting his notices, but I've been busy, so I hadn't been able to pop in to scare him or haunt him or anything.
Yeah, same to you, Anthony. Long time no see.
But then again, I take naps during the day, and that might be why I'm missing them.
Anthony Redneck came in.
Yeah, he's a good bloke, he is.
Hey, Anthony. Now, my dogs, they love it when they can catch a rabbit.
Yep.
Hello, Fox.
Well, it's like my son's dog back when we used to do baled hay. He'd run in the field and he learned there's mice in that field, and he learned that he can't eat them all, so he just kills them, throws them, and goes for the next one.
Yep.
Hey, Elegant.
Yes.
Did your husband fix his tractor in the end?
No, he went and bought a bunch of parts, but we had to do some more things today. But he thinks he's got it figured out.
But you want to have a word with Anthony Redneck, Way of Life. He's pretty good with mechanics and that.
Yeah. Most of the people that answered on my post
Yeah.
are giving him pretty much the same information, and it's clicking for him, but he's still checking like the feedback, when he does his testing
Mm-hmm.
for the oh gosh, I'm not good at this, guys.
Right.
But anyway, he's still, I think that there's still a little bit of current coming from that coil,
Magneto.
from the coil,
Okay.
when it shouldn't be. So, of course, he could change the coil, but he says he doesn't want to ruin the coil if it's not the complete problem.
Mm.
So, I think he's going to put in another condenser, as well as cleaning out the radiator and all that junk, and the gas tank, gas filter, and all that. So I guess he's going to do a major overhaul on it as far as that goes.
I'd just buy him a new toy.
We already talked about that tonight. We're afraid he's going to take down the mountain, and there might not be a house left if it comes down too fast.
Right. Yes, Fox, I can. I can subscribe, and I'm not sure if... See, I've been also cleaning out my channels, but by restarting and closing down my computer, everything works better.
I don't know if you want them to take that out now that you're able to read it. Although,
What's
like I say, I don't know if that word's a big deal as long as
No,
everybody
you're
doesn't
not. You
use it.
can't say it.
Say what? What am I missing?
Subscribe.
Oh, okay.
As I say, they
You-
might want to take it out now that you read it.
Yeah. Fox, take out that subscribe word if you're still here, just so it won't go
There you
there.
go.
Thank
There you
you.
go.
So it won't be a permanent thing on my live stream. Yep, Fox is the smartest dog in the West.
Go away, phone.
So, did any of that I said about the tractor make sense?
Not to me, because I'm not too good on mechanics.
But for what you said to me, it sounds like it's about time you did the house cleaning with that tractor. Being so he's got a problem, just take care of all the business and hope he got it right or got it fixed in the meantime.
Yeah, because if it's got a problem other than the coil, it'll just tear the coil up again, and there goes another $40.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still not, fixing the problem. So if he does all of that, maybe it'll work. And he still won't know exactly what it was, right? If he
That
does,
may be so, but hopefully it'll run for a long time again, so he wouldn't care.
there you go.
There's no sense in halfway fixing it, and then the rest of it, I'll get by until it finally dies again because of something else. So that's why I say it's good to do a spring cleaning on the tractor besides changing a few new parts to it.
Yeah. I totally agree. So we had some more things to do today, but yeah, he can't deal with not having a tractor because, well, for one thing, the brush grows up and he can't use his bush hog.
So I don't know. Fox was saying someone else used the S word too. Could that have possibly been I seek out the truth? Even though he knows better, but I'm just asking. I can only go back so far to take a look myself.
Mm.
Like I say, I'm not sure, but I think that word's okay as long as everyone doesn't use it. Because when someone uses it, then everyone uses it, and now you're screwed because that's one of the bad words.
Yeah, what they do is they flag you, Fox. They flag you as being S for Fs. And all the other channels have fits over it. I'm not that particular, but I try to be careful.
Elegant, are you going to stay on for a while longer?
Yes.
Because I like to get up and go walk the dog. Besides, I think I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee.
Well, okay.
I'm gonna get my head down.
I would like to have a cup of coffee with cream. Anybody else want coffee?
No, I'll have a beer.
Okay, I'll look for the beer for you, Nick, and I'll set it next to your bed so when you wake up, you can take a little sip.
Oh,
And Elegant, I'll check that out. I'll try to make sure to keep my finger out of it so it's not too sweet. But I'll be right back.
yeah. Right. Good night.
Good night, Nick.
I agree with you on that. When you're talking about your channel and you're not really asking, but see, one thing about it, the rules are not clear, so everyone is skittish about using that word. I don't know. I really don't. Okay, Fox, thanks for coming in. Oh yeah, and I was talking about subscriptions. Yeah. But from what I've heard, the host is allowed to say that, but for some reason they don't want the chat saying it. That's what I heard. You put whipped cream on your coffee, Chef Dalian? Whipped cream on coffee. You must like sweet coffee. Do you drink any tea, Chef Dalian? Yeah, Chef Dalian, I took 2 naps today because I went out there and worked when it was too hot, and I came in and cooled off and took a nap. Well, plus I get up sometimes real early, and I go out and work. Now that's easy, but then I kind of wear down, so I took a nap, and then I went back out and got hot and took another nap. Usually I only have 1 nap a day, but with this heat, I took 2. Doesn't matter. I'm retired. I don't have anything else to do, and I don't have to be anywhere at a certain time. So what you doing tomorrow, Chef? Oh yeah, I'm with you, Chef Diamond. If anything's overly sweet, it's like sickly sweet to me. But yeah, if it's nice, yeah. I never got used to sweetener in my coffee though, which might be a good thing. I wish YouTube would concentrate on fixing their pages better. Mhm. Oh, Peanut woke you up laughing. Yeah, isn't he a trip? It's going to be exciting here when he comes. Can you imagine me playing Fortnite? I might have to change my channel name to Elegant Gaming. But I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun. I've got lots of things planned for him. Yeah, I like how Purple, um, he's always got kid-friendly stuff. Yeah, I've got a video that I could put out, and I'm lazy too.
Yeah, but I always knew that.
Oh man, I thought you were not within hearing distance.
No, I just set my headphones on. I don't know what you're talking about, but I heard that last part. So,
Oh, good, you didn't hear the parts about me talking about you.
oh no, you tell me that, and I get to watch this thing all over again. And I think you're just fooling me because you need more time.
Yes, I'm getting more views and more watch time.
Oh, shoot.
Thanks.
But anyway, I will confess on my laptop, I do have more videos on there. They're from the Texas, which I think I was close to getting done with them. But I need to sit in the house and take care of that. But I just, now that I'm home, I'm not messing with the computer too much.
I get it. Boy, do I understand. Well, hello, Wandering Marine Veteran. How are you? I was on his live earlier, and I think that's the last thing I remember before falling asleep. It wasn't your channel. I take a lot of naps, Wandering Marine. I work hard, and I work harder than I should, especially out in that heat. So I come in and get all cooled down and get on a live stream and fall asleep. No offense. It's only me.
It's only natural, and it feels so good sometimes when you wake up.
Yep. Well, most of the live streams that I go into already know I do that.
He's got a nice, smooth voice, evidently. That's what makes you fall asleep.
There you go.
Well, I was supposed to go to my son's tomorrow or Friday after breakfast with my dad, and he just texted me saying that he is sick. So that trip was a bit much for him, evidently, in the change or something, maybe. I don't know. Because he went to Australia and came back here. Although he says the temperatures are pretty close to being the same as what we have here, except, of course, right now we're kind of in the rain.
Oh, I can believe that, Chef Diane. There's always people that want to cause a little bit of riff in your channel. I usually ignore those people but I'm glad that you explained it. Music from 1973. And yes, Wandering Marine veteran. Yes, it was very intense. And I'm sorry that you even felt like you needed to do that. I myself would not have went to any trouble to prove anything that I am. People were questioning whether he was a veteran or not. Do you believe that?
That just, it doesn't make any difference as far as I'm concerned. It's none of their business. But then again, that's just dealing with the public, and that's the sad thing about once you hit over that 1,000 or get 2,000 people or whatever, you start getting more and more people. So you need to be like a duck and just let a lot of that slide off your back, and especially for what some of them say, knock them off your channel. You don't need that crap.
Right.
You're there to have fun and try to get people to enjoy what you're doing too.
Yeah,
If they don't like it, get off my back and go find someone else.
Yes, they will. I just ignore a lot of stuff. It's just like, I told people that my husband is a Vietnam vet. They can believe it or not. I could care less.
That's right.
He doesn't even have a military ID. All he has is his DD 214. He said when he got out of there, he didn't want nothing else to do with him. And goodbye.
Yep. Well, Dad has I guess we'll call a suitcase, a briefcase, full of things that he might need still, in which he's glad he kept some of that stuff dealing with them. But otherwise, I will admit he wears his hat that says that, I mean, he's got several different hats because he's been all over there. And a lot of people tell him, thank you for your service. Although I will admit, in which I'm not knocking everybody, and I have no idea anything about a Wandering Marine or anything, but there's some people that have only been in for 3 years or whatever, and they're expecting the world. And unless you were actually in the war or whatever, I don't see where they deserve the world. But Dad says that he goes in, such as his hearing aids or anything like that, and he normally gets shoved clear to the front of the line because he was in for over 20 years.
Yeah. You said that you were a military brat.
Right. And every time, just for a joke, every time at Goodwill, when they say, well, do you have a military ID or anything? And I says, no, but I was a military brat and we had to suffer too.
That's right. Hi, Davida. Welcome.
Yes, nice seeing you tonight. I didn't say her name this time because I didn't want to tear it up. I always tear it up.
Wandering Marine, I wouldn't waste not one more word about that. I would not give her that much attention or anyone else.
Nope. That's why I say a lot of people forget it's not their life. You're there, the videos, anyone's videos are there to enjoy, and if you have a problem with it, leave.
Yeah.
Come back to the next video, maybe.
Yeah.
That's like I Seek Out the Truth, for example. He's talking about moving, and I know he's got the dogs, and he's got this, and he's got that, and I'm thinking, oh my God, you can't do this because that's not my problem. That's his problem. He's just letting us know what's going on in his life.
Right. Okay. Marine veteran, you proved it. Now, I would let that be the end of it. hold your head up high and ignore the, um, you know, there's always going to be somebody that don't like you. And like Mike says, just move on.
Don't deal with them.
Let them go somewhere else.
Yep, ban them from your channel. I don't know how many people you have, but ban them from your channel because you don't need the headache. And there's many more where they came from.
Yep. And another thing I refuse to get in the middle of drama. I always tell people I don't know what's going on, but I'll give it to, I give it to God. Let him figure it out. Because how am I going to know?
Besides, if you weren't part of that drama, why would you be the one to judge?
Right. Especially when people really don't talk about it. They just immediately expect you to take their side because they're mad at somebody.
Right.
And I don't play that game. No drama whatsoever.
Well, you do deal with a little bit of drama. Me.
Yeah, Davita, you have a really, really nice bunch of people. And they're very protective over each other. So I'm sure you have had people trying to start drama, but I never see any in your live streams. Mike, you haven't had too much drama on any of your videos, or I know you don't live stream on your channel, but I've never known you to be in any drama.
Well, I don't do the live stream, so you're right. I don't get much of it, but I had a couple people when it came to talking about my clock videos, and they were made a comment like as if I never answered, or I would never see it and answer back. And if they would look at the rest of the comments, I always answer back. And I think they weren't too rude, but they were complaining about something I didn't show on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
And so I definitely answered them back to let them know that I appreciate you watching my video and let me know that this is something you'd like to watch, and I'll make sure to make a video just for you on that. But so far, I haven't had to ban anybody because they're just being flat out dicks. They were ruffling my feathers a little bit, but things were okay.
Yeah, that's what I do a lot of times, Davita. I just tell them to have a great day.
Yeah, it's sad because they might be having a bad day already and don't realize how stupid they're being.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chef Dalian, I've heard of that, and there's other ones that are nice as can be, but normally if you have people that are, let's say, sick, have a problem or whatever, they already don't feel good, so they're meaner than what they would normally be themselves. So it just depends on how many people they have to get stuck with.
That is true, Mike. If you're already feeling bad, yes, your temper can rise. Oh my gosh, Davita. Only 3 people?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I've got a whole long list of people in my, I call it my YouTube jail.
Right,
But a lot of them are just one person.
right. I don't know who you're talking about, but right.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember back when I had the valve put in my heart. I was on drugs and whatnot because of the situation and whatnot. And my son, he always went with me because obviously I wasn't supposed to drive at the time. And he had let me know that, Dad, you're being a dick. You need to sweeten up with the secretaries or whoever they are. I didn't even realize it until he said something. And that's why I say you can be messed up on because you're taking drugs because you're trying to heal and whatnot too. So
That's unbelievable, Davita. Isn't she's only had 3 people blocked?
I know it. Because look how many people she's got under her channel.
Mm-hmm. I Seek the Truth. Does he have many problems?
Uh, it depends on what subject he got on, because he pushed the envelope a few times to see if he'd get more supporters in, and so he was talking about the flat Earth, and he talked about the fake. It's not called fake sun. I forgot the word it is, but he would do things like that. And next thing he know, he had so many people coming in there uh, into his channel watching the videos because of what he titled it as and talking about it, that he finally backed off of talking about the flat Earth and this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he is. It was nothing to block 25 people a day, meaning he had a lot of responses or
Yeah.
comments from people. So,
Well, the reason I asked about him is he's been in YouTube 13 years.
right. I
Oh,
think it's this last year is where he blocked most of them, but that's why I say that's when he was kind of pushing the envelope, trying to get more people. I'm going to guess. I'm not sure. But that's one thing that I kind of have a heart attack about, which you can't answer them all. But if you ended up with 500 comments, there's no way you could do them all. The only way you could do it is to stop having videos and treat it as a job, and I'd about kill you. But sit there for 8 hours and answer everybody's comment.
oh yeah. Wandering Marine. I've been gardening all my life. I think I was influenced by my grandmothers, and I fashioned a lot of my life around them. And so I don't know, I just have a love for it. And it's something that I feel I don't even have a choice. It's like I have to grow things. So there's something internal that makes me garden.
And then he had a second question, which I don't know if he's talking about me or not.
I think he is. You want to take that, Mike?
Well, I'm the one that I used to lurk all the time. And then I found that Elegant loved to be harassed with some of my comments. And that's back when she used to show her face, and it just thrilled me to see her smile or laugh or whatever. And she liked my sick sense of humor. And so we kind of grew together that way.
That's it. And I tell him, Marine veteran, that, I really don't like him, but I tolerate him. And we go from there. We slice each other up really bad, but it's all entertainment. We like doing that to each other.
So just in case you need to know who I am, I'm just Mike, and I said hello to you. So if you wanted to check out my channel, go for it.
Yes. And Mike is a very good supporter. He supports many channels, but he especially likes to pick on me.
Although I've been pretty soft the past few months.
Yeah, but that just puts me more on guard. Hey, Linda. Oh, you're having bad storms again? Oh boy, no wonder you miss California. Three people are confirmed to have died in the storms. Wow.
Oh, there you are. Yes, I'm also subscribed to you, and I'm gonna leave you actually leave you up. Have another window open, and I'll recheck you out after our live's over with.
Yeah,
Yep.
Davida, we have a lot of fun with each other because, I don't know, we both understand that we both like to laugh. And if we cut each other up, what is it Mike says? At the end of the day, we shake hands and we're friends.
Yep. Actually, I think, like I said, we used to tear each other up a lot more, and the audience got a kick out of it.
Yeah. Only thing is, some of the newer people are confused because we haven't been doing it in a while.
Right.
Yeah, we've actually been civil.
Yeah, it must be the soap. We're affected by it.
Yeah. I do think I surprised I Seek Out the Truth, though.
How's that?
Well, I was cutting you the other day, and he wrote in there, but Mike talks so highly of you. And I'm thinking, oh no, he probably thinks I'm the world's worst kind of woman. Then I figured it out. You paid him to say that.
I might have. Well, I've talked about you before, and because well, like he says, he's only got, which I can't believe that, but he says he only has 16 people he is subscribed to, and I have a feeling he's probably subscribed to you, being how he's always popping in now. But but he'll Instagram me and says, "What are you doing?" And I tell him, well, I'm inside Elegance Live. And so he'd harass me, he'd come in to go check me out to see what I'm up to. Well, now he's always popping in here. So
yeah, I've noticed that way. And people enjoy him and I enjoy him.
right. Well, he's so full of information too. You just got to ask the question. He is more than happy to help somebody else out. In fact, he's even got some videos, if you search his videos, that explain, well, for example, how to start live streaming. I mean, he explains a lot of different things like that, and like I say, more than happy to help anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, Davida said she has a weird sense of humor. Yeah, and Davida does get me. She gets me a lot. And I think she gets you too, Mike. She gets our jokes.
Mm-hmm. I think she used to be the biggest one that laughed at us.
I know. Her and Deidre.
Right.
Deidre's a hoot too when she lets it out. In fact, Deidre, this is the first night I haven't seen her, and I'm wondering about her because she has never missed any of my lives. and I haven't seen her all night. So I hope she's okay.
I understand what you're saying, but then again, how people have their own lives, and maybe she had a baby. I mean, I'm just joking, but I'm just saying that
Yeah,
you never know what's going to happen in your life.
well, that's true. Yeah, Davita gets nervous too when we're nice to each other. I do too, Davita. I really do, because I'm waiting on that shoe to fall.
Well, we went from harassing each other to talking nice to each other and having to use some dishwashing soap in our mouths.
Yeah, I know we've been in live streams before, um, and I'd be laughing so hard, and my hubby would be, "What are you laughing at?" And I'd say, "Come here and look what Mike said." And he says, "Get him." He says, "I know you will. Trim him up a little bit." I go, "You know I will." And I said, I've asked him before, do you mind me being in these live chats? He says, to see those, to see you laughing and tears running down your eyes from laughing so hard. He says, how could I care about that?
Right. Well, the most memorable one I have with the two of us, you just started your live and nobody was there, and you asked, how am I feeling? You decided you will never ask me that word again, that question again.
Yeah. And that's why I'm sure everybody wonders when I go, Mike, I really don't care how you feel. Everybody says, man, that's cold. So no, I mean, I hope he's all right and everything, but I just don't care how he feels.
That's right.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, don't it? Wandering Marine veteran.
That's why I wonder about some of these people. They never, in my words, they never tell the full truth. They just say that their channel was taken down by YouTube, and they have to know why it was taken down. They act like I have no idea.
Right. Well, that's what I mean when I say people don't ever really, even when there's a dispute, they don't never explain what really went on.
Because either they know and they're too guilty of saying what it was. Otherwise, it'd be nice that we knew, so realistically we can help protect our channel more if that's what we might be leading towards.
Right.
I mean, that's the way I look at it anyway.
Do you remember, what was her name? Witch on Wheels?
Oh, yeah.
Now, I was shocked. Everybody loved her. She was on my channel a lot. I helped her with hers. She got up to her goal. And then all of a sudden, poof, she closed her channel.
I used to watch her too. I didn't watch every one of hers, but I used to watch her too. Well, I will admit, like I say, you get burnt out after a while, and you do need to take some kind of a break.
Yes.
I don't know about a permanent break, but some kind of a break. And also, there's people that will leave the nastiest comments and hope you die and everything else. And some people can't handle that because they take it personal.
I know.
And so I can understand why they'd leave because of that too.
Yeah.
That's why I say those are the people you just say, you're blocked. Yeah, I'm upset. that they said that, but I'm not telling you that. You're just flat out blocked.
Right. Davita said she's went to sleep many a night by us slamming each other. And Purple Gang, Mrs. Witchy. Now, I do know that she had several problems, and I think she had trouble making her videos because I think she lived in an apartment, and I think she'd go out in the hallway, people complain. She'd go out on her patio, people would complain.
Jeez.
And I don't think her husband wanted her to live stream or be on YouTube, and he was ill.
So
And
that's why she didn't do it in the house then.
right. And I really felt sorry for her because people loved her.
Right.
Oh, she probably is still watching. Well, I hope she is, and I hope she knows I love her. She was really cool. Uplifting, funny.
It was probably a good out for her to get away from, we'll say, the headache of her husband. Not trying to sound too mean or anything.
But
Take
yes,
a break from her husband and then
yes.
go back at it again after her lives or whatever. Yeah.
YouTube made a mistake, and they put her back up. Davita.
Wouldn't that suck? Besides give you a heart attack, wondering what on earth did you supposedly do?
Wandering veteran wants tea and a bento. What is that? So you remember Witchy, Mike?
Yep. The ones I watched, I never saw her in the hallway, but she'd do it out her back door, her little patio thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, she even did a celebration dance for her. I think it was her 1,000 subscriber. She did it out in her hallway. And it was such a wonderful dance. Oh, I could do a bento. If that's what it is, a meat tray with rice and I don't know about sushi. Never had it. Oh, you're gonna do a 24-hour live? Oh, Mike, are we gonna do one for you?
A 24-hour live?
Yeah, for your when you get your subscriptions.
I don't know if I could handle a 24-hour live. I mean, I can only take so much bashing.
Oh man, you know I'll make it easy on you.
Yeah, you might, but I don't trust you.
Okay, thank you for your coffee.
Yeah, I almost forgot. It
Well,
was sitting right here, so it is a little chilled. So,
well, if we had it pre-planned, I could go 4 or 5 hours. You could get somebody else. I'd take me a nap, and I could get back on. I'm not saying no 24 hours, but maybe you could go 8, 9, 10.
There's a chance if I needed to, I'm sure I could do that. I mean, I've been on someone else's live for, gosh, probably 16 hours, and eight of it was with the people, and the other 8 was offline, or yeah, not showing. It wasn't live anymore. That was over on I Seek Out the Truth channel.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, wandering Marine veteran. You have to have someone to help you because it is really hard to sit and talk all by yourself for very long. I mean, I can go. I don't know. Sometimes I've done 2 or 3 hours by myself, but anything over that, I've had help.
Yeah, because I'm sure it's a little stressful anyway, even though you don't think of it. That's all you're doing is reading the chat and answering questions and talking about what they're talking about.
Yeah.
When you have someone else to bounce off of a little bit, or do the extra bullshit that you left out, maybe it does help a lot.
Oh, he does spicy food challenges. Yep, you can have your lady help. Yeah, I generally let the people talk about whatever they want to. And then I just follow them. Of course, they always want to know what I've been up to, and it's always the same gardening or cooking or the dogs or something.
Or what your husband's been up to or tearing down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I could base my whole channel on him and do just as well or better. Because that guy is like a mighty mo.
Yep. I don't know if you keep up with him trying to videotape everything.
Oh, yeah, that would keep me busy just running after him. There's no way I could do any gardening or cooking either. And I do have to watch him because, well, you know why.
Yep.
He sees no danger. And I have put forth a few rules. And when he breaks them, I get really nasty. Number 1, he is not allowed to cut down a tree without me there.
Well, that's actually a good idea because just in case.
Can you? And do you know I went outside hunting for him, and I'll be hollering, and I actually have to look up on the mountain. I mean, who does look up trees? Who has to go look for their husband, and look up trees and mountains? Come on now.
Right.
So he's not always easy to find.
So wandering Marine veteran was wondering, what kind of foods do you make besides wine?
Besides what?
Wine.
Wine.
Yeah, you make wine. You do a lot of pressure cooking. I don't call it pressure cooking, but and you have your oils. You do the grinding of vegetables and stuff. What do they call that?
Juicing.
Yep.
Yeah, I make smoothies and I juice. I do a lot of healthy things that are on my protocol that I follow. Protocols, I follow several different ones. I'm very much into organic.
And you got a lot of videos that show just what you do.
Yeah, I do. Yep, I have them up there. Not a lot, but my channel is only 7 months old. And I think I've done a lot considering I am not completely healthy.
Right. You do way more.
What's that, Mike?
You do way more.
Yeah,
which you probably should, but you got to do what you can do while you can do it.
that's
before
how I
you
feel
lose it.
about it. Do
Yeah.
what I can do while I can.
Yep.
Yeah, that is funny, Davita. I have to look up. And believe it or not, I have went out and he's broken my rule, our rule. So I always make him agree. And then he says he forgot.
Which he actually meant he got too excited and couldn't handle the suspense, and down it came.
Now,
That
you know what
tree.
he does? He catches me asleep and sneaks. So I go out all hot and mad and fuming and storming and Mr. Bills.
So what he does is he keeps your blood pressure up, so things are good.
Yeah, he keeps me, he keeps my system working actively, right?
Yeah. At least that's probably his story.
Well, I have said many times, as angry as I get at him, I know his guardian angels, and I know he has triple more than the average person, and he wears them all out. Oh, thank you, Davita. We love you also. I know I do.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sure both of us try our darndest.
Yep. And I think one of the reasons that we do as well as we do, Mike, is I think people know that we're doing what we enjoy doing.
That's right. We're more natural, not fake.
Yeah. And we don't actually comply with so-called proper channels.
Right? We try to be happy with what we're doing.
Yeah. Fly under the radar.
But that's what surprised me so much about I already have my hours now, because I do a lot of different things instead of doing like YouTube wants you to do, and which I'm sure they want me to stick with repairing cuckoo clocks. And if I did that, then it would be a job instead of a hobby.
And Mike, you would actually make me sick.
Yep. Unless I had a cuckoo and accidentally be talking at the same time, then might put a smile on your face. That'd be it.
Yeah. You know, when you do those cuckoo clocks, I want to get my hammer and start busting them. Because I can't handle the detail. That's one thing I have lost. I've lost my ability to, if anything has more than 3 steps, I quit.
Right. Well, I'm doing the easy clocks right now. Wait till I get into the bigger ones that have the music people that dance around and everything else. Those are harder because you have extra wires. You have to position just right so they will actually go off after the bird's done cuckooing.
Yeah, I'll be checking out your channel, Marine Veteran, for your cooking. So you do music boxes. Now that's kind of sweet. That's another old-fashioned thing, isn't it?
Yep.
God, do they even sell those now?
They still sell music boxes. It depends on what they want to stick in them. But the thing about a music box is, well, besides they're a little bit cheap, I don't think they put enough grease or whatever into them.
Yeah.
And so you'll notice that all of them are either broken or they barely go around to make the music. And sometimes they're kind of hard to get into. I have some Hummel wood plates with the music box on the backside.
Oh,
And
boy.
the sad thing is, the only way to get into them, you kind of have to lift the pitcher to get to the screws to get the music box to come off to get in there and get her running again.
Yeah, and that has to be done very delicately because of them being so, what do you call them, collectible?
Right. And they're not worth anything if they don't make music.
Right. Well, those would be worth fixing.
Which I've fixed a couple of them, and I have several that still need fixed, but I think I have 10 or 15 of those.
Mike, can you walk through your house?
I have a path from the front door to the back door. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. In your defense, where you're at now, it's small, right?
The house is very small.
Okay.
It's a small 2-bedroom house, and I moved out of a 6-bedroom house, farmhouse.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And I will admit, I have a line in my living room of stuff I need to get boxed up for three different people that I plan on mailing things to, 4 counting you.
Yeah.
And so it'd be nice to get rid of that. And then I have another line over towards the TV of boxes that I've been putting stuff in that I'm going to donate to the thrift shops. And if it's crappier stuff, I'll donate it to the Goodwill, because Goodwill just makes money hand over fist. And the other ones actually help people. So that's why I donate to them first.
Yeah, that's how I feel. But now, in my case, I have a large home and a basement just as large almost,
Mm-hmm.
and still have a clutter problem. And I give away, and it doesn't help.
Yeah, but at least you confess that you already had the house filled with things you needed before you actually moved.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many years you've lived there, but I was at least 20 years at the farmhouse of my stuff, my wife's stuff, and everything else. And so realistically, there's a lot of stuff that needs to go to garage sailing or whatever. In fact, one of my Connexes, I have 2 of them. One of them is full of nothing but stuff that needs to be sold at the garage sale.
Yeah. I'm very careful now. I don't go to many garage sales or thrift stores because, quite frankly, I really should get rid of stuff before I drag anything else in. But I still do stop. I mean,
Yeah.
always looking for that score.
And I find it all the time, but the sad thing is 3 days a week I take Dad to breakfast with his wife, and I leave after breakfast. I leave him with her for 2 hours at least. Well, in 2 hours, what are you going to do when you're not close to home? So there's 3 thrift stores, which one of them is Goodwill, 2 of them are visiting nurses, and then if we still have to take up time, there's a senior center, which they want an arm and leg for all their crap, but to go visit, just to be taking up time. And I will admit the shopping's cut way back compared to what I used to do, but I hate to say it, now I look for crap to ship out.
Yeah.
But after I get these boxes mailed off, then I'm going to stop searching for that, because I don't want to keep, unless I find a good find on a certain item. Otherwise, I'm not planning on shopping for that stuff anymore, just because.
Did you ever get that certain box sent out?
Nope.
Oh,
And yeah, and she's kind of having She hasn't said too much. Except the only thing she has said recently is she owes me, is why she needs to go watch some of my videos, and she hasn't done that yet. And she also emailed me about she's having problems evidently with her spending, and did I have any secrets? Well, so I don't know if she's in trouble or whether her mother's mad at her because of that or what's going on, but she hasn't been coming to anyone's live too much. She did a little the other night, but and like I say, I haven't answered her email because it's really not my department.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, Davita. He's got all that patience. I used to have it. But anymore, I just throw it in the garbage and buy me another one. Much easier. Don't have to deal with the stress.
Well, back when people would want me to work on their stuff, and my first question to them, if I don't fix it, is this garbage? And they said yes. So I figured, fine, that gives me the okay that if I can't fix it and I destroyed it, that you don't care. But if I can fix it, fantastic. The started out with those coffee pots, or I can't think of the name now, that brew a full pot right away. It always has a hot water tank in it.
Yeah.
The bun. And the bun would all of a sudden stop brewing. And no one knew what was wrong with them, and they're not meant to tear apart. Well, I was able to get them apart, and they have these two fuses towards the top that are for the heating element, and they're supposed to heat up so far, and then the fuse, let's say, stops inside until it needs heated up again, and they start again. But sometimes those burn out, so you used to be able to go to Radio Shack and buy those fuse links or whatever and replace them. Bun coffee pot worked beautiful after that, and I fixed several of those, and then it's just gone on from there. I mean, that was technically speaking, we'll call it recently, the past 5 years or so. Otherwise, like I say, I've remodeled houses, I've wired them, plumbed them, I've done the whole thing, including gardening. I mean, I've done everything. I guess I was a workaholic, so that didn't help.
I like the story where he was telling that one girl at the restaurant that you have to do it. I think it was a restaurant, that you have to do everything yourself because your wife won't turn her hand on anything. Remember that?
Not right off.
Yeah, you was teasing her, telling her, yeah, my wife, she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, I have to do all the work.
That's right, I forgot about that. But my wife, the reason why is because she's already passed.
Right. You have to do all that work.
And I think that was a lady that was standing in line, and she felt so bad for me because she was starting to harass me because I was harassing the cashier is what it was, and which the cashier is just harassing me right back. And so she started getting my case. And that's why I had to tell her, my wife doesn't do anything. I have to do all of this. That poor man, he's so abused by the time I left.
Yeah, I still remember that story. Had her all feeling sorry for you.
Yep. I just put a nice warm fuzzy feeling in my heart.
Yeah, she's probably thinking, well, why can't I find a husband like that?
Well, that's what I was thinking. She's gonna leave her husband and want me to leave my wife and wants to marry me, so I can do all that stuff for her.
Yeah. Why couldn't I have been so lucky?
funny thing was, half the stuff was the truth.
What, that you really did do it?
Yeah, I used to always do the wash. I did the laundry. I did the vacuuming. The only thing my wife did pretty much was she cooked most of the time. She did dishes. Otherwise, she was busy taking care of this just before she passed. She was taking care of her mother. And before she took care of her mother, she was taking care of her Aunt Joan until she passed. So, I mean, I never expected my wife to come home till 8, 9 o'clock at night sometimes. So when she did pass, that's why I say I didn't really miss her until nighttime, because that's the time she would come home.
Davita says she used to have guys like you come in her line when she was a checker at the store. Well, I bet they handed you everything, Davita.
Well, can you imagine those poor checkers there? All they are is watching this food and crap that they're ringing up for them, and the customers are already, half of them are bitchy. And so it's so nice to have someone come into your line, I think it is, and start joking with you and trying to make your life a little bit better. And that's why I say most of those, well, we'll call it the older ones, Goodwill Shopping, and the other ones, we harass the hell out of them, and they harass the hell right back at us. But
Yep.
they're not allowed to do that to, and if their boss will say is there, they keep it clean. We do too, but yeah, most of them will ask every time, and they forget. They ask my brother, "Would you like a bag?" And my brother says, "I combed my hair this morning, didn't I?"
Yeah. My hubby's a big joker like that. He's corny too.
I used to use my checkbook all the time back when it was the in thing, and they'd always ask to see my ID. Can I see your ID? And I'd always say no, and they'd have the shocked look on their face and look up at me. I'd have this big old grin, hand it to them.
Mhm.
How many people tell you no? Nobody but you.
Hubby was telling me a bunch of garbage today, and I sent him out of the room. I said, "Get out." But he was laughing. Oh, hubby killed another snake today.
Oh, must be a poisonous one again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was down to garden, and he said he had a rake, and he was raking this clod of dirt, and the snake was under the clod.
Hmm.
And he said, "Oh, I know what it was." The joke he told. The reason I threw him out of the room. He was saying that I think he beat him with the back. No, he was hitting him with the tines of the rake. It was one of those hard rakes.
Right. Rock rakes, I call them.
Yeah. And the snake was like somehow missing, going in between the tines. So then he turned it over, cut his head off. Then he, and then I think he turned the body over or something, and the body just kept turning over. And he told it. He says something like, "You better not move around so much, because you can't see where you're going. You might kill yourself." I told him, I said, "Get out. Get out." You see what I have to deal with?
Yeah, he's got good spirit left in him.
You know, Yeah, you can't see where you're going because you don't have a hood. And you might kill yourself. Oh, goodness.
Well, he sounds like he's in the same boat as I am, so that's good.
Half crazy.
Yep,
Yeah. And don't care.
that's exactly it.
Yeah. And the bad thing is he laughs at his own jokes. I get to laughing. Then he laughs, and I laugh some more. Then I send him out. I say, get out. Mhm.
Well, Elegant, I think I'm going to take off. You got 5 people watching now,
Mhm.
and you got there goes 19 likes. I was going to see how long you've been on. It's been a little while.
Yeah, I won't know until I get off. Until I check the analytics when I get off.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know how long I've been on. I didn't get on till real late though, because of my nap.
Well, it says 3 hours, so you're working on 3+ hours. So that's
Ah,
a
great.
good thing.
Yeah. What's going on? 1 o'clock. It's 12:43 here.
Oh, mercy. Well, it's coming upon 10 o'clock, so that's why I said I think I'm going to take off because Dad, my brother, and I are going to go to Castle Rock. There's a nursery up there and buy a few more trees.
Oh boy. So we can expect videos of you planting a tree.
Yep, I think possibly because usually I end up helping my brother plant his trees because he says now when they need trim, that's what you're going to be coming over here for also. Because he says he don't know nothing about them, but we got most of his trees from Castle Rock Nursery.
Yeah.
His are doing excellent. My dad and I took off. I forgot where it was, but I have a video on it from a nursery up in the hills. Those trees aren't doing worth a hoot, and I really feel bad about it. But so I'm just gonna look for some trees up the Castle Rock Nursery because they seem to do they're the right altitude evidently or something. I don't know what the difference is, but my brother's got I think that we call it the snow peach, and I bought a snow peach from that other nursery, and mine looks like it has leaf curl and it's not growing very well, and his is nice, beautiful, tall, beautiful leaves, everything else. So that's where we're going to head tomorrow, I do believe.
Well, you have a great day tomorrow. And thank you for coming in.
And I'm very happy to come in, and I'd love to say goodnight to Davita and Purple Gang if he's still here. And let's see, the veteran, I think he's still here. I'm not sure. Anyway,
Whoever else is in the background.
yeah, that's right. So anyway, I want to tell everybody good night. Love y'all. And until next time, we'll see you later.
All right.
All right. Good night, Elegant.
Good night, Mike. And I'm going to close down for the night. It's getting on 1 o'clock almost. I want to thank everyone for stopping in. And I enjoyed you all. And may God bless each and every one of you. Good night, sweet dreams.